Let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ plus story for today. I'm Faye Watt, and let's queer up South Florida and Florida. Breaking news, My Hollywood Pride's Jeff Oliverio draws prizes galore for 2025 festival closure. We all know Jeff Oliverio. We all love him. He's got the best hair in the business. He is a founder and president of the Hollywood LGBTQ Plus Council and one of the most loved anchors here on Queer News Tonight. He recently reached another milestone in his career by leading the first Pride event in the world, last week's My Hollywood Pride 2025. And we have Jeff here as a guest of Queer News Tonight to talk all about the festival and to draw some winners of prizes from My Hollywood Pride's raffle, including an amazing stay package from sponsor Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, and a whole lot more. Welcome, Jeff Oliverio, to Queer News Tonight.
I get to be here as a guest.
Yes.
It's so exciting.
You get to be here as a guest.
Not working.
No work.
Well, working.
Still working.
But not working.
But not working.
Yes.
Like, usually when you're an anchor on Queer News Tonight, you're like serious and taking it all,
Yes,
hey.
now I get to wear pink.
And you get to wear pink. I love that shirt. Oh my God. So let me begin by saying, Jeff, that Sunday was incredible. All right. And I know that it took a lot for Sunday to be Sunday, right? But understand that I always pride myself in being a host, but I'm also a spectator, right? And I know how I feel about things since who took office, right? Everything is super uncertain. Everything feels weird, but I knew that this Pride had to happen, was super important, and that it was going to be successful because of the love, the joy, the energy that was there in downtown Hollywood on Sunday.
Yeah, listen, it was a Pride that, of course, we're being the first in the world, but also a Pride that was needed in the world for our community. The last few weeks have been rather dark. As I said, from fires to hell, we've been dealing with a lot in our community. And I think when we saw people there and they were on the street and we saw people smiling and dancing and laughing and hugging and just enjoying the day, it kind of said all that other stuff is on the outside in this little bubble of Hollywood Pride. Everything is good. And it really felt that way. Like, the rest of the outside world didn't really rear its ugly head. Yeah, it didn't at all.
And I noticed that people kind of walked there and were like, oh, is it okay to have fun? Is it okay to dance? Is it okay to be my wild, crazy self? And then they would see other people, in between acts, people were literally dancing in front of the stage, having their own party there on the street. I mean,
the city of Hollywood, the police department came up to us at the end of the night when we were closing the street down, and they were like, you have the best guests that we have for any events. They were like, everyone is happy and nice and
well-behaved
and well-behaved. And I was like, you must not know us. But honestly, they said, they were like, and they said everyone was just so respectful of the space. And I go, because we're here to have fun.
Yeah.
We're here for joy. Yes. We have enough crap in our lives to deal with. So Pride is about having fun. And it's very different than, an event that's there for just a party.
Yeah.
Yes, we are having a party, but it is a party with a purpose.
Yes. And let me tell you, that time flew by. Okay. So it was Sunday 1 to 7. And let me tell you, it flew by. And it was because we were having so much fun. A couple of my high points, my God, some of the DJ Boomy was incredible. My God, it is her second year with you folks, right?
DJ Boomy has been with us since the first year.
Okay, yes.
DJ Boomy is we call her our house mother. She is the mother of My Hollywood Pride. And she's, on top of that, is an amazing human.
Yes.
And an amazing DJ.
The energy that she brings is so perfect. Ellie was incredible. When he performed, he brought it. He did 8 songs and it flew by like this. I don't think he did 8, but I mean, he did
a lot of songs with backup dancers.
With backup dancers and the whole thing. Okay, one of my high points was also the Lord's family. Okay, if you love drag, if you know drag, you understand the Lord's family dynasty that they are, right? And so when I saw them on the run of show, I was like, okay, cool. Mama Lords probably sent the new kids, right?
Yeah.
Which would have been totally okay, right? Because you don't get that last name Lords without being talented, okay, and part of community. And then I see the lineup and it's Erica Norell, TP Lords, Coco. It was oh my God. Jasmine Price Lords. It was bam. And then at the end they sang happy birthday to TP for her birthday.
Yeah, and they looked like superstars on that stage. Vision Productions, Raul Griffith, who did the stages for us. I mean, he made them look like they were, on a Taylor Swift stage. I mean, lighting and graphics, and they had the right stage for them, and they look like the superstars that they are. So
exactly,
and they've been part of Hollywood Pride for a while,
and they felt it, you know.
Yes.
And like, so if you know Raul does all the setups for Winter Party. He also does the National LGBT Task Force that everybody loves, you know. So it's like a elevated caliber of setup, you know.
Yes.
And so to see that, you don't usually see that in a street festival,
yes,
you know. And like the drag queens had lights, sound, smoke machines.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to go out there and do something, you know. But I mean, okay, but again, that was one of my highlights. There are so many, but the number one highlight for me has to be the Storytime Hour with Misty Eyes.
Yes.
You know, who is also your trailblazer this year, right? She was also spotlighted at your brunch. And, you know, I know before you had it like a little bit off Hollywood Boulevard. And this year you decided to put it front and center on the stage. And seeing those kids sit in front of her in a half moon, like, it touched my heart. Like, I had tears in my eyes. What made you move it from the cute park that you had over to the main stage?
Listen, Misty has been part of Hollywood Pride since the first time we asked, and we said, "Will you do story time at a Pride event?" And you know, whatever we ask, what Misty says is, "Yes. How can I do it? What else do you need me to do?"
Yeah.
Which is why she's one of our She is our trailblazer for this year. But you know, for the last few years, what we've gone through with the DeSantis administration and attacking, you know, things that are just wholesome experiences for children and encouraging them to like books and to read, we said when we were doing our planning, we looked at each other and I said, we're trying to figure out where to do it because it's always hard because it's loud and the kids can't hear. And I said, let's put her on the stage. And Todd looked at me and he was like, that's genius. And everyone in the room all of our committee was like, oh, we're going to do kids story time. I was like, yeah, we're going to bring the kids up on stage. And I go, and we're going to show the world what this is about. It's not about anything that anybody wouldn't want to see.
Yes.
And I think living out loud and really showing who we are is what we have to do in the environment we were in. And that's really was, for us, it was the most important part of Pride that we put Misty on that stage front and center for all the world to see.
You know, and I get goosebumps just thinking about it and thinking about all the beautiful pictures and everything. I wish that somebody would show those pictures to the government, to those people against us, right? Because if you saw those kids coming up on stage for story time, they were of all colors. They were of all identities, right? They were from everywhere. And then we thought that the adults would leave, right? Because it's like, okay, it's kid time story. No, none of the adults budged. They were all there for the story time too.
It was an amazing moment because our head of Parks and Rec came up to me while that was going on and said, that was his friend or a family member that wrote the book that Misty did, which we didn't know that at all. Like he's like, I didn't know that she was doing that book on the stage, or he would have, like we didn't know that part, and he didn't know that was even going on. He was just happening to be standing there, and he's like, oh, that's I think it was his friend or it's a cousin that wrote the book.
And that was the book that Misty chose.
Yes.
She wanted that book. She felt that story was important enough to really illustrate bullying and all kinds of stuff. About being kind.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Yeah.
Right?
Teaching kids to be kind.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Incredible. And the organizations that were there. Everybody was there. Okay? Everybody was there. Holy Cross, Can, Flock Fest. I saw Pride Lines. I saw SunServe. Who else?
Prism, Transsocial, Trans Ed, Care Resource. I mean, we had Save and Equality Florida.
Everybody.
The Broward County Dems were there.
Unity Coalition.
The
football people.
We had Temple Bethel was there. They've come every year to this event, and they, again, having a faith-based organization there, they were also, they're blown away every year by the participation, and they just always come back and say, what else can we do for you?
Yeah.
Because again, it's about community. Our event is really about community. And so, all of the community partners that came out, we had Boucher Brothers there that brought all their furniture and their beach chairs for people to sit in on the street. Satowski Asset Management, which is a new sponsor for us this year, came and gave out a bunch of Pride sunglasses for everybody, and they, we're there to help. And of course, the city of Hollywood, listen, we cannot do this without the support of the city, the police, the CRA, the Parks and Rec, all of those people. They come to the table and they know like we need them just as much as as any other event organizer, the city makes or breaks your event.
Yes.
They really do. And we were the lead event for the city of Hollywood's 100th birthday celebration, centennial celebration.
Keeping it 100.
Keeping it 100. So we really had like the weight of that on our shoulders, and we were like, we're kicking off this year of celebrations. So it was a big day. It was a big day having the mayor there, and Debbie Wasserman Schultz came. Has also been there every single year.
All the TV news crews were there. Like, it was just amazing. And My Hollywood Pride is incredible, but there were other events leading up to My Hollywood Pride, right?
Absolutely. Our satellite events this year were all, we sold out queer comedy on Saturday night. Anna Lepley.
Listen, and the lesbians were out in full force.
Yes,
they were all there. Hey, my lesbians.
Yes,
they were all like, we're going on Saturday to queer comedy. I was like, I know you are.
They were all there. They came out full force. The theater sent us a message the next day, and they said they've never seen the theater that crowded.
Oh!
Yeah.
Doesn't that warm your heart, though, Jeff?
They were like, your community came out. We couldn't believe how nice they were. Like, there was a line at the snack bar. I was like, we buy stuff. Like, you need like 5 people at the snack bar, not one. Like, everybody bought wine, beer, popcorn. Like, nobody was like, they were there for the event.
Yes.
We did the networking event Friday night. It was 50 degrees here in South Florida, which is like a deep chill, and
which is like 2 degrees for us South Floridians, to be completely honest.
Everyone had coats on the rooftop of Sunset Club with space heaters, and we had Lobos was our spirit sponsor, and we had tequila hot toddies.
Nice.
So yeah, everybody
was warm.
Everybody was warm, and people came out, and we had a great time, and it was just a nice experience, and we ended Sunday night with our after party at Spice. With the House of Trouble, and the playlist, and we had Regina Black perform Madonna, Hollywood on the stage.
Regina, you killed it. I saw that video, girl.
Iconic,
and so perfect because you're in the city of Hollywood and you're singing Madonna's Hollywood.
I looked at her and I said, "Thank you for making my gay boy dream come true at my own Pride event."
You see Jeff like this, like fangirl, and he's like, wait a minute, I'm heading this thing. Wait, I gotta get control of myself.
Yeah, so it was special.
But you should be, honestly, I know that after a big event like that, it's like, wow, we did it, right? And there's exhaustion that comes along with it. But your crew, Todd and Melissa and Richard and Nancy and Francesca, and, I can go on and on. Tony, the Dalmays, everybody that is a part of this brought their A game to the table.
Yeah, one thing I know, because you were on the stage, you probably didn't get to see, but Nina, who's on our team, ran our youth zone this year, and she did a scavenger hunt for the kids.
Yes.
And I was like running around with an earpiece on, and when I have an earpiece on, don't talk to me, because I hate wearing an earpiece. And this little girl comes up and she goes, "Do you know where I go to get the prizes?" And she showed me her scavenger hunt card, and she was like, "And I got some extra ones." They had to go to all the agencies that had things for youth, Pride Line, SunServe, and they checked them off and they got a stamp, and she wanted to know where to go get her prize. And there was kids walking around all over the street, at what Pride do you see kids doing a scavenger hunt?
No, never. I thought that was such a great idea. And it was funny because I saw one of the little girls with her little paper running up to Von Biggs over at Holy Cross, right? And he's like, "I'm not part of this scavenger hunt, but I am now." And he found like some kind of sticker and put it on her thing. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah, so that was great.
I love that. So another high point for a lot of people that were there was a raffle that you had, right?
Yes.
Because you had all these incredible prizes that were up for grabs, and of course the money was going back to My Hollywood Pride. And
absolutely.
I'm the lucky one that gets to announce the winners here today on Queer News Tonight, right?
Well, the good news is we're gonna announce the winners today.
Okay.
We have some amazing prizes. The reason we do the prize drawing, of course, is My Hollywood Pride is a 501c3. It is fully funded by donations and by volunteer work. We have no paid staff members.
But it costs money to put on My Hollywood Pride a lot.
And it costs more money every year, whether we like it or not, because that's the world that we live in.
Yeah.
Costs go up, security costs go up. Every other Pride is dealing with it, as you know.
Of course.
Stonewall. We're all dealing with the same thing.
And the uncertainty.
Yeah, so our community loves Pride, and I say if you love Pride, you got to be able to support it. It doesn't mean you need to give us $10,000, but it's buy a raffle ticket, buy a bottle of water, donate $50 on the website, come to our events, and buy a VIP bracelet as opposed to just coming to the free side.
Exactly.
And that makes it so that we can sustain it, because otherwise the world is a tougher place.
Yes.
So I think we'll start with our prize drawing.
All right, let's do it.
I have a giant bag of, thank you everyone, first of all, that bought these. Faye is going to pick them out. out. We're gonna.
I'll pick them. This is my underwear bag. No, it's not. No,
So-
it's not. All right. I'll hold this in my. Tell me what's the first one.
We're gonna start with our first one. Is a $250 gift certificate for a photo shoot with FBM Studios.
Oh, okay.
FBM Studios.
All right.
Yes.
Get your picture taken. All right. Barry Elke
Barry
is the winner for that. All right. Barry. You're gonna get that photo shoot.
Awesome.
Okay. I'm excited.
Our next prize is a $90 gift card for the Glow Refinery. I believe that's some kind of makeup. I believe.
Ooh. Okay. All right. I love that. Kelly Walker. It goes to Kelly Walker.
Kelly's gonna get the glow up.
All right. So Kelly, you are going to be glowed up. All right.
Okay.
You don't want it? Send it over to me.
Our next is the Social Room in downtown Hollywood, a $50 gift card.
Oh, I love that place.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Fun, please.
Greg Stadowski. Greg Stadowski, you're going to be dining down in Hollywood, all right?
Social room.
At the Social Room.
If you got to see when we were on the street, Ulta was there. They were doing hair and makeup and giving out free.
They gave me free samples.
Yes, they gave out free samples, and they also gave us two gift baskets. So we have two of these.
All right.
$75 value.
Okay. Chris Lattis.
Oh, my buddy Chris.
Chris, you can send that basket to me.
Yes.
Just in case if you don't want it, all right? But you got one of those baskets, and there's another basket, right?
And we got one more.
Kara Lundgren.
Kara.
Is the next basket. Kara, you go,
She's
girl.
Miss Hollywood.
Woohoo!
All right.
I'm
Next,
so
we
glad you
have a $50 gift card to Mickey Burns Irish Pub, which is located in the middle of the street. It's been a partner of ours since day one.
Love Mickey's. And, okay, St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner.
Yes.
All right, so you'll be able to use this next month, all right, in 2 months, okay? Veronica Barrios Garcia from the Pride Lines board, right?
Pride Lines board, yes.
V, you got it, mama. You got it. All right, you go celebrate.
And then we have where we had our brunch. We have a $100 gift card for the Greek joint, which I think you know how amazing the Greek joint.
The Greek joint was so delicious. So I was blessed that the boys invited me to go to the brunch 100. And oh my God, I was licking my fingers. First of all, there was like 8 courses, all right? So like halfway through, I'm full, and I'm like, can I take this with me? And I'm like, I'm gonna be that Latino that took it home. I took it home. Okay, that's how good it was. Thank you, the Greek joint. Vincent Connor, you're gonna go hang out at
Vince,
the Greek
who was
joint.
one of our performers.
Oh, I love that.
Vincent Connor and Victor Valdez.
Yes. They were amazing.
They were amazing.
They were amazing. Also, Ellie was amazing too.
And Victor performed at the brunch.
Oh, and Vikina was amazing also. Kid.
Vikina.
We had some amazing performers.
Yeah, wait till we see this recap video of Vikina's performance. It's going to be amazing.
Amazing.
So we have a $270 gift card, which I think is 10 sessions for the yoga joint in Hollywood.
Ooh, I love that. Fleming, you're going to go take on yoga, all right? Fleming is going to do some yoga in Hollywood.
And we have a Be Well Med Spa $150 signature facial.
Melina Mendez, you're going to go get that wonderful facial. Melina Mendez, 954. I'm not giving out your number, all right?
All right, we have a Trader Joe's gift bag of all Trader Joe's products. $50 value. We'll pull that out.
Like, I love Trader Joe's.
Yes.
Bad. Alita Bastos, you will be getting that Trader Joe's basket.
Basket. Okay, we have a $50 gift certificate for the perfume outlet in Hollywood. Adi, who has volunteered on our committee before, that's her business and has donated that to us as well.
Listen, everybody should smell good.
Yeah.
Okay, you should all smell good. Melissa Varlis, you are the one getting some perfume, my friend.
Okay,
Miss
now we have some big prizes.
Give me. I want that guitar.
So we have a very special 2 tickets to the Winter Party Festival Beach Party, which is coming up from the National LGBTQ Task Force, who are, as you know, good friends of mine.
Yeah.
So the beach party is the biggest party on the sand in South Florida.
The biggest. And if you haven't been, oh my God, get your tickets today.
Yes.
Okay, to Winter Party.
Also a fundraiser.
Also a fundraiser. And right before we have the gala at the end of the year, the National LGBTQ Plus Task Force does that, and they also do Winter Party. And Winter Party, Kathy Renna and all those folks come down, and it's a blast. Okay. Yes. Jennifer Holman.
Jennifer from the Art and Culture Center.
All right, you're going to be there partying.
I love it.
There's usually at least 50 women with like 3,000 men, so you'll be with me.
You'll have a great time. I may have to be her date when I go to that. Okay, so we have the Doubletree Hollywood Hilton Beach Resort. We have a 2-night stay. It's a fabulous resort. We've done some events there before.
Okay.
And that is a $750 value.
Cha-ching. Brittany Fox. Brittany Fox, you got a 2-stay. You got a little staycation.
And for our big prize here, we have two of these. Two.
Okay.
We have the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino gift party like a rock star.
Oh, God.
You get a guitar.
Yep.
You get a hotel stay.
Yep.
You get a $350 dinner.
Okay, any other location.
Exactly. So you get all of that in the gift basket and a whole bunch of fun stuff.
Yes.
Beach towel and eye mask and all kinds of stuff.
And if you stay, when you stay there, you've got to go to the beach, to their own little private beach and pool area, which is just amazing. Now, let me tell you something, Jeff. I thought you had one of these.
No, we have two of them. These
are valued a lot. Like, it's a lot
they have supported us since day one, also
They're
giving
amazing.
us gift baskets. And,
They're amazing.
People love these.
Kathy Shanaz, you're going to go hang out at the Hard Rock, Kathy.
Awesome.
If my wife lets me, take me with you.
And we have one more Hard Rock gift basket. Who is it going to be?
Yudi Orozco.
Yudi. Congratulations.
Okay, you're going to be also at you're going to be at Seminole Hard Rock Casino and Hotel, and they're just amazing. You'll be there for 2 days, and you are just going to be feeling like you are somewhere else, okay? So I love that.
So for all of our winners, we'll reach out to you by phone or email, and we'll be having all the gift baskets or anything if you need to pick up, or we'll make some arrangements for delivery. And most importantly, thank you. Thank you to every single person that came, every single person that volunteered, every single person that worked and made the event. Faye, you get on that stage and you smile and you get up there and you do everything you can to make everyone feel welcome and at home. And it means a lot because, again, bringing that energy to it, especially when it's a stressful time for all of us and we just want to make everything great. You're just like, I got this. What do you want me to say? Okay, I got it. Okay, you just do it. And like, that means so much. It really does. You make it easy for us. So thank you.
Well, you make it easy for me. It's family, honey. Okay. And it's the first part of the year and it feels right when you all get together and make this happen, and I couldn't be happier and prouder to be a small little part of My Hollywood Pride. Okay, so My Hollywood Pride 2026 will be next year. Look out for a date when they release it.
Yes.
What an incredible year, Jeff.
Thank you.
What an incredible year. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
The whole Hollywood LGBTQ Council for everything that you do. Listen, for those people that want that pink sweatshirt, they sell it online. All right? They sell it online. Okay, so make sure that you grab one of them. All right, Jeff, I love you.
Love you, Joe. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being you.
Keep it 100.
Keep it 100 always, baby. Always. That is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.